So let's talk about getting started. One of the #1 reasons why people quit sewing before their first project is even over is due to mechanical issues with their sewing machine. Now, some of this is due to inferior sewing machine qualities. However, if you know how to sew properly, you will be able to make these even cheaper machines function in a much higher capacity. So let's talk about the sewing machine model. Now, obviously, everybody has a different machine, model, make number, you name it. You may have to refer to your user manual in order to find out some of those details. However, there are some unsaid rules, so to speak, that apply to sewing machines that more often than not people don't know about, and is the biggest cause that brings them into the sewing machine repair shop. So I'm going to show you some of the do's and don'ts of operating any sewing machine that will keep you from running to the shop to bring in your repair and having to stop your project, and will give you a seamless sewing experience. No pun intended. So for today, let's start with talking about the Handwheel. Located on the right-hand side of any sewing machine is this round disc called the Handwheel. This Handwheel is attached to a shaft that goes inside the main body of the sewing machine and actually drives the needle to go up and down. So what is so important about this Handwheel? We notice as you sew that it spins round and round. This Handwheel should never be turned backwards. And which way is backwards, you ask? Backwards is actually, when looking head on at the Handwheel, is clockwise. Or another way you could think about it is when you're sitting in front of the machine, away from you. Don't ever turn the Handwheel away from you. Instead, you should always turn the Handwheel towards you at any given time. Turning the Handwheel towards you will raise the needle. Turning it backward will also raise the needle, but it will do something that you can't see with your blind eye. Okay, let's talk about that little unseen thing that happens when you turn that Handwheel backwards in the wrong direction. So what's happening as the Handwheel goes round and round is the thread is being brought around the hook to make a stitch. When you turn it in the wrong direction, backwards, that stitch is about halfway created. And what happens is the thread gets caught on that hook and then, has no place to go when you're going backwards, reverses and causes a massive bird's nest under there. Now this bird nest could lead to further problems. You could damage your hook. You could damage a couple parts in there regardless of whether you have a top dropping bobbin or front loading bobbin. These damage points usually occur in machines that are a little bit on the lower end. So I would definitely advise turning the Handwheel towards you. When you turn it towards you, it allows that stitch to complete beautifully and no problem. Now, if you've turned it backwards and you think, I got away with it, shoo, nothing happened, I guarantee you the next time you go to sew, you are going to have a bird's nest. So my advice to you would be, if you realize that you accidentally turned it backwards, it's okay. Hopefully, if nothing has happened yet. If nothing has happened yet, it's really okay. And make sure that you clear all the thread from the bobbin area of your sewing machine. So take your bobbin out and restart completely, and that will make sure that you don't have that jam up of stitches underneath. Okay, think you got it? I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful about your Handwheel. If you follow these guidelines, you will have a much more enjoyable sewing experience. So stay tuned for more. I have so much more to share with you in the sewing machine and sewing areas, and I'm so excited to bring this to you coming soon. Thanks, bye!